Because sometimes it's just like opening a can of worms, and you don't know what you're gonna find on the other side of that.
The vibe they brought was on point.
We're gonna open a door today. Guys, hear how smooth that was?
Boom, yeah, we're back. We are back here at a restoration project. We have our framing crew in today, and guess what, guys? We're getting that back wall framed up. Let's go. We just went over the project with the framing guys. Our guy, Edgewarge, he's the man, and everything's looking good so far. He's running out to the supply shop, grab a couple more things, little loose odds and ends. These guys are gonna get rolling soon. Should be a easy one to knock out of the park for them. But let's go check in, see how things are looking so far.
Não, eu tô esperando a pecinha do divórcio. You take half an inch more.
Yeah, you're good right there. You screw it.
The condition that we're having to face right now is that the curve and slope of the existing roof doesn't match the header that we're putting in there. So these guys are doing a ton of work to get the first header in there at the same angle of the joists and the roof that we have in here. So as you can see, a lot of preparation goes into where they set that first board. That bottom plate took a lot of brain power figuring out where exactly they needed to land, where they needed to span to. There's a lot of pre-existing conditions. This isn't a new construction where they get to kind of dictate where things go. We are working within the confines of this space. So once the bottom plate is in, now they're working on our top plate slash triple header that's going in. Once our edges are kind of taken care of, these guys will be able to fly right through it. I say that, but we'll see how it goes.
Just só ela ia ter
You know, everyone is like,
Ed, what's going on?
Everybody. Lá atrás dela aí, ó. Isso aí. Is need to put a couple tap guns or the blue one or no?
yeah, so we have to do that's your second.
Pode. My name is Eddie Walson. I'm working here for Sasha. I have my company name. This is my company name. My phone number 215-207-6842.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. You got your two boys out here today?
Yeah, I have two boys here. I have three in the other job on the Pine Street.
Yeah.
So I have two jobs for now.
So you're busy in the city?
It's a little busy.
You could be more busy.
I need more.
Hit them
I
up.
need more work. I need to come up more. I need 10 guys. I have 10 guys.
How long you been in construction for?
22 years.
22 years.
I'm working. I'm learning.
Mostly
I learn every day.
still learning. Mostly framing?
Framing, just framing.
Cool.
I make a demo. I make a small job. I make a big job. I make a decking, roofing, windows, doors.
Yep.
I make a trimming too.
22 years we'll get
22 years. I learned everything.
and everyone knows you around here too, right?
Yes.
Awesome. I'll let you get back to work.
Okay, back to work. Thank you.
Rehabs.
Oh man,
But,
it's
like
like
thinking it's easier, but then like when you actually think about it, like sometimes it's just easier to like start brand new.
bro.
Because sometimes it's just like opening a can of worms, and you don't know what you're gonna find on the other side of that.
Oh,
that
that's
wall.
this whole project. This exact what you're on literally right now was somewhere we were like, we don't even want to touch this, and then we got to a point where we're like, all right, we're gonna have to touch it. We took off the tin siding. We look underneath. Oh, it's completely. Well, you see where we're at. We're redoing it completely. Like, I had to take the whole thing out. So we had to have the masons come in, cut lines here. God damn.
But the bottom of the door, yeah, you see now over there, I think we might have to build a little new wall.
So like kind of like what you're doing over there, but just comes up to
Lower.
over here.
Yeah. And that's something else that we will have to determine is this, because you see, oh, this doesn't matter, right? This could have a step down because it's gonna be,
Yeah.
so we just followed this.
So you came up building also?
Like, what was it, middle school? My pop would take me to go to work with him in the summertime, but I didn't like it. But then, like, I didn't work, as hard. Sometimes I would go pick up trash. The boss would give me like $100 a day. So I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'll go back. And then like high school, I kind of started getting my.
Carpenter coming to help us out.
Yeah. Hey. Help out all the way over there. Stay away from me. This guy, he knows it all. He's the guy. I'm just nothing compared to him.
Man, class. Positive self-talk.
But he taught me a lot though, because when you work with family members, they teach you to have more time to, when you work with other people, they just want to go and go and go, and they just want more out of you, and they don't want you to gain more. They just want you to show more work. So, I mean, I'm glad I work with him, even though sometimes we bump heads and whatnot, but that's going to be everywhere sometimes. But I'd rather bump heads with him than, a stranger, because...
He's got your best interest in mind.
Yes, yeah.
Morning, guys. It's Wednesday, week 20, and the framers are here. And we're making some really good progress on that back wall. Let's check out what we got. Remember in episode 2 we talked about leaving the carpet on the stairs to protect everything? It's coming in clutch right now. So we're gonna have to go through with an angle grinder or a sawzall, cut those off, patch the plaster. But it's a really good day because the LVLs are down and the roof is not. So we'll get this all sheathed up today. And hopefully we're back on track.
All right, guys, that's a wrap on Wednesday. Framers are this close to being done. Getting that wall ready to go, sheathed up, looking good and clean. All things considered, with the way this whole process is panned out, we're lucky to have good crews come in, do good, clean work. Yeah, on to the next steps. We got our frame inspection coming up, and hopefully we're on to installation and drywall in the next couple weeks. So, catch y'all tomorrow.
Starting early. Good morning, GBA, Green Building Army, for those of you who are new. It's Thursday morning, we're here. We're on site. Framers got a little bit left to do. We knew that already. Let's go take a look, see where they left off. Good morning.
Morning. Almost done.
I know.
Welcome back. It's Thursday, and the framing crew just actually finished up with the details on our back wall here. Isn't that beautiful? We've got our seams taped up. We'll go over and make sure everything's rolled out. But as you can also see, we have our fascia board on. Everything is blocked up, nice and secure. We've got our crickets in here. And what these guys have done is they actually made the crickets a little bit bigger on this side. We have a gradual slope down, so all of our water is coming back to this side of the roof to be able to come down our rain leader. I don't know why when I'm on camera I get nervous and then the simplest words just escape me. But we've got some really cool details in this space. You can see we've returned our zip system. Inside of this is going to be some AZAC board, and I believe by the time we're done getting this fully blocked out, it should give us a interior dimension similar to the windows that were there before. The windows that we have for this place are from an architectural company that specializes in period windows. So we aren't doing like a full replacement of the windows, except for obviously this wall had to go, so we had to rebuild it. But they do kind of like a retrofit so that all of the historical elements of the window aren't changed. It's really just like the glass inside of it that gets swapped out. So we kind of, we weren't anticipating necessarily bringing this wall down. Since we did, we had to frame the window back up so that the interior, the sash size, matches exactly the old sash size, so that when we put our new pieces inside, the window's gonna be able to operate. Take a look from the inside. Obviously, we've gone over all this stuff, but we have our triple header up top. Everything has hangers in there for our roof. And if you can't tell, our LVLs got taken down, and guess what? You can't see it, but they're actually down in there acting as a sister for the last floor joist that was in there. It's kind of chopped up for some plumbing at some point. And we've also got new subfloor down in here. So these framers knocked it out of the park for us. Besides even just doing the great work that they did, the vibe they brought was on point. These guys are awesome. That's how our day started. Let's go take a look at what we're working on now. So the alleyway door, or the like the backyard door that's in the kitchen, was ordered along the same time as the windows, and that was before we realized that the interior brick wall didn't match the exact same width opening as the exterior brick wall. We had like maybe an 1.5 to 2 inches that was coming inside of that wall there, and so we had to kind of knock that brick back. We don't have a saw for cutting brick on site with this job, so we did our best to knock the bricks out, and we'll have our masons come back and do some repair work. But in the meantime, our exterior door is out, so we have to get the new door in today. Now, since we only have this much brick that's like really worth screwing into, this stuff back here, the salmon, kind of crumbles when you add tapcons to it. We had to get a little bit creative in how we're going to install it. So plan right now is we are going to add straps to the outside of the door. We're going to secure those straps to the framing, and we're going to block the framing so that it gets a little bit extra added support. Once that's done and some of this masonry is repaired, I think we'll get a couple more tapcons into it for some added rigidity. So it's not just the straps in there, but that's our plan for right now.
Like this, no stretching.
You guys hear how smooth that was?